This is the prayer of an average woman or an average woman who knows that she wants to get married tomorrow, that wants to be, end up with a man. This is the prayer of the average woman in that very category. Lord, I need a man that is wealthy. You might not hear it when they say it, but they are really saying it in their heart. I need a man that is wealthy, that is going to take care of myself and my kids. I need a man that will bring out that very essence of a woman, the very essence of a woman women celebrate and women get jealous of. This is what they need. This is their prayer. And the truth of the matter is that this prayer is the most honest prayer I've ever seen. This is their primary prayer. Now, the thing is this. What approach are you applying to see that you end up with this man? Because you need it. As a woman, you need a man that can take care of you. And you need a man that can take care of you. Now, how do you do this? How do you end up with such man? To some women, to some girls, it's gamble. When they look at you like this, once you come their way, they look at you, they assess you physically, they check what you're driving, they check what you're using, your gadget, they check the kind of clothes you're wearing. That's very dumb. You will see, most of you will always end up with the wrong people, with the broke people, with the people who might be temporarily rich, and at the end of the day you go cry. The reason is because you met or you ended up with somebody without real value, somebody who haven't really found purpose, somebody who is lost, who is still ended in physical surface level wealth, or rather riches. Now, how do you do this as a woman? Now, understand that if you're really intentional about running a home, you want to be that very wife that manages the home. You want to be the true manager of the home. This is what you're going to do. In the course of you trying to build a relationship or try to get into one, mind you, it mustn't end in marriage. But first of all, the things you learn, see, most relationships are the things that build so many people that they are to some extent perfect in their marriages. So it doesn't mean that the one that you are in must end in marriage. We hope that it ends in marriage, but it doesn't mean that it must. That is the reason some of the times, most of the experiences or most of the lessons you learned there, it's really helped you. If you want to meet such men, this is what you're going to do. Be very intentional about finding those whom your values aligns with in the first place, who you like in the first place. Like them. You don't need to love them. Like them first of all. Once you like them, the love starts coming. Once your value aligns with these very people, understand their value system. The next thing you need to look out to is if these people have actually found purpose or if they are actually intentional about finding purpose. Honestly, if you see a man who is intentional about finding purpose beyond just the noise, you've made yourself a queen without you knowing that. The person might not necessarily have that glamour you think that they should have. But once this purpose is in the picture, this person is actually intentional about finding the purpose, or that they've actually found the purpose and they're trying to set things in structure. Build with them. Build with them. Build with these very people. These are the people you know that honestly, any person that is finding purpose, finding his purpose, or rather found his purpose, and is really, really intentional about building that very purpose to something that is going to serve as legacy. You don't know what you have. We are too distracted as a society. We don't get it together these days. We see the surface level and we're okay with it. If you see those who are already made and well, please marry them. You will enjoy. But if you don't want to gamble it, you are not sure of this already made person, if he's actually, pretending, then build with someone. By building with someone doesn't mean you have to suffer. When we hear build, the first thing that comes to an African mindset is suffering. Purpose, once it's tagged along building, is the fastest kind of growth I've ever seen. The things you haven't achieved in 10 years, in 15, in 20 years, once you found purpose, it's going to take few months. That is the reason why I always advise many people, many young girls, don't date men or wait for men who are actually in the course of finding their purpose. As long as they are finding their purpose, don't date them, or if you are able to wait for them, wait for them. But if you can't, just quietly leave. Because a man who is actually finding his purpose, the least thing he needs is distraction. And women normally are distraction. Emotional beings, what do you expect? They always need attention. They will tell you that they will understand. They don't understand shit. So it's either you find that purpose alone or you work with somebody who's willing to wait. You get a picture? Find you a man who has actually found purpose, or the one who is in the course of finding the purpose. You can't hear this anywhere. You can't hear this anywhere.